Hi, Aubrey. You wanted me to do a video about how to save your work so you could leave it and come back to with the post. So let me show you that. So I'm in the dashboard here. If I were going to do a post, I would start plus new post. And then I'll say essay 1 or whatever, some kind of title. Essay 1 is not a great title. I would look for a more descriptive title. But if you start, this is the time for all good men, bloody, bloody, blah. Start something and you want to get back to it. Instead of hitting this publish, you can hit save draft. And it will not show up on the outside of your blog. If I go, this is the course blog I'm on. It doesn't show up here. But if I go back to the dashboard and go to posts, all posts here, it's showing up here. So I'm using the classic editor and not the block editor. So I click there, it brings me back, and then I can keep on adding. And then when you're ready to publish it, you could publish, and that it would show up. You could still go ahead and publish it. It's going to show up as incomplete, as you'll see when I go out to the site here. But then if I'm signed into the blog, I can still get back at it and edit it by clicking this edit button down here. Or if you do it the same way, you could go to posts, all posts. And you can see this says it's published here, but I can still get back into it and edit it here, and then I can add some more. What had said published now says update. I guess this is old. This is what we used to type when we were learning how to type years ago. It's sexist probably now. And then click update. Aid of the party, it's supposed to say. And then I could either, to get outside the blog, I could either go here, visit site, or if I click this view post, you can see that it is all here. Now I'm going to get rid of it because I don't want it to show up on the blog still, so I'm going to click move to trash. Okay, so that's one way to do it. The other thing that you can do, which I really would recommend, especially if you're writing an essay, is to not go onto the blog until it's finished. So I would be composing my essays in Microsoft Word or on Google Docs or something like that, the way I'd normally do an essay. And then you can save it. If you're on Word 365 or if you're on Google Docs, it's automatically saving things for you. And then you could start something and then leave it to go walk the dog or whatever, and then come back and work some more on it. And when you get it pretty much finished in Google Docs or Microsoft Word, then you can open up the blog and do a new post and then copy and paste the whole thing into that. Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about when I say that, let me know when we can get together and I can demonstrate some of that stuff. The advantage to doing it in Microsoft Word or Google Docs is that if for one thing, if you're typing on the blog, it's not automatically saving things character by character the way that Google Doc does. So it's possible if you lose connectivity or the site goes down, it's possible to lose some stuff that you've typed. Now, it does save things somewhat. You see there's two versions of this. It saves things somewhat, but it's not, I don't trust it. It's not saving as often as Word 365 or Google Docs would be. So that's why, plus you have the issue of, the EduBlog site going down potentially. Now, it doesn't happen very often, but I'd hate to have it happen if you got most of the way through an essay and you lost work. And it has happened to students of mine before that they've lost work when they were typing on the blog. So If you're doing something short, it's kind of a journal post, you could go ahead and do it on the blog. And I mostly compose on the blog, but I'm usually doing it in one sitting, and I'm, you know, it's things I can, I have notes and I can recreate it easily enough. So anyway, that's the information about that. I'm gonna try to move this to the trash again. Error. Okay, I'll worry about that later. Okay, so that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to save this and I'll email it to you shortly.